D.C., and that's where you find this place. FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Washington Commanders. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Commanders nothing.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A give to Gibson running right. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Lazard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This defense for the Commanders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Herbert. The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down on is the punter, Colby Wadman. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Off play action. It's Howell. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete here.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they went to the challenge.
Third and 2, Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Rondale Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 9, Powell. Flush to his, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Powell throwing on third down here. Able to find Lazard. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Powell throwing on first down here. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is out of bounds here. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Gibson Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see
rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Working with a 2nd and 3. Al down to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On first down, Justin Herbert. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Slide for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Herbert on first down now. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. One last shot before the break. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 39 yards. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think?
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
One of the league's best linebackers. He ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
To try again after the sack. Howell. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Touchdown! Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Allen Lazard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting...
Touchdown, Chargers! Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Washington on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. He'll get this to Lazard. He's got room past the 30. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 4th down. Howell. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This time they'll throw it with Howell. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to the ground with Gibson. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Howell to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Gibson here running out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Gibson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Sly on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder set so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Herbert. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to lock it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, this defender got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close them throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Commanders, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall back to 500.
Yeah,